scoreboard as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
For the first time with DeAndre Swift. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
32-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
From the gun, here's Swift. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16.
Down back at the 40-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth.
It's fourth down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Panthers' 27-yard line.
On second down, Swift. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And 1.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback. As that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Two and now on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll run here with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Eagles 13, Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Tua, fast pass outside, complete. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 21. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Tua. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Is good.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down, Swift, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
No gain on the
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Eagles 26. Panthers 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones not having balls go through goalposts.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 22.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Panthers.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Complete.
22 yards there, a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Bounds at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the Eagles' 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Tua going to try and run. Looking to run with Mack. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Tua now, third and goal. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread.
26.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Just like that. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check. Black check. Mike 50. Red. Watch the back.
They'll throw now on the final play. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Carolina.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
At the 28-yard line.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have...
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
27-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll try and run it here. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
26, Panthers 14. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 45.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
More yards. That's another Eagles.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On second down now, Swift, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
ball carrier.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And 8.
Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the stop. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Tua to throw again. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains.
A gain of 16 yards.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
The quick slant caught. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. These two have hooked up 9 times now. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Panther first down.
Tua now on first down. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Cameron Batson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd and 5.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll pitch it back, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trenton Cannon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. Dawson, that one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Complete to Dawson Knox.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
2nd down and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll look to throw here on first down. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That catch good for only a couple. Here's a four-receiver look now. Three of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Eagles 40.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.